Most residential water use in southern Nevada occurs outdoors in your landscape. Whether you have sprinklers, drip irrigation, or both, chances are you use an automated irrigation controller to water your landscape. Take a good look at your clock and get to know it well. It's the most vital tool you have to manage your outdoor water use. A majority of our water use occurs outdoors in our landscapes, especially in the summertime when water use increases. And all that water use is managed by one device, your irrigation controller. Once you understand the basic steps to set your controller, you'll see a healthier landscape. You'll also comply with the SNWA's seasonal watering restrictions, which are an important component to water conservation. Irrigation controllers come in all shapes and sizes, but most are user-friendly. Most controllers are located in the garage or side of the house. If you're installing a new controller, put it in an area that's well lit and easy for you to get to. Experts from the Water Authority say there are 5 settings common to every irrigation controller that you need to know: date and time, watering days, watering start times, watering run or cycle times, and programs. Most controllers will display each of the 5 essential settings you'll need to water wisely. Use a plus or minus or arrow keys to adjust those settings upward or downward, or even to add or take away watering days. You may also see a button that says Next. This will allow you to toggle to the next feature you want to set. It's usually intuitive once you get started.
So when you're setting the irrigation controller, the first thing you do is set the date and time. So if you think about like an alarm clock at your house, I mean, it's obviously very critical that you set what day it is and what time it is. And the same is the case with the irrigation controller. You want to have it correct time, the correct day of week. So when we switch into day of week watering, you want to make sure you have the right day to start off with. And the same for the time. We have time of day restrictions as well. And so it's really important that you set the time as well on the controller. So with your controller, you also want to check it periodically, especially if you have power outages, daylight savings time. If things change the controller, you want to go out and check it just to make sure that the time and date are correct. Also, once a year, you want to check the batteries and replace the battery, which is a backup in case the power does go out. So you do want to periodically check the controller as well to make sure it stays accurate throughout the year.
The second essential setting is the days of the week function. Your controller may display this as set days to water or watering days. Whatever the wording, the goal is the same, telling your controller which days of the week you want it to water. Most controllers will display the name of the day. Some will convert a day to a number. For example, Sunday equals 1, Monday equals 2, and so on. Make sure you set your watering days according to the days assigned to your watering group. You'll readjust this setting each season. Go through each day of the week until you have all your watering days either turned off or on. The third essential setting on your irrigation controller is the start time. With this setting, you're telling the clock when or what times of the day you want to water.
When you're setting up the start time on your controller, the terminology could be very different on different controllers, but usually it has the term start somewhere in it. But basically you're looking at when you want to have your valves turning on in the day. And so you'll hit start and you'll usually see a flashing button that will give you a time. And you usually will want to have, if you're doing spray irrigation, you'll do the first start time, and then you'll usually have an hour delay and then a second, so that you can have some cycle and soak, and so you'll put an hour between each of them. If you do drip irrigation, usually you'll have one start time. And so that's the first input you do when you're doing actually kind of the schedule for the week for your controller.
Once you've set your start times, you'll only need to adjust these about twice a year. For warmer months, generally March through October, set your start times for early morning and water before sunrise. This minimizes water loss to evaporation and wind. In cooler months, roughly November through February, set your start times for mid to late morning to reduce icing on sidewalks. The fourth essential setting is run time. You've already told your controller what days to water and what times of the day to water. Now, tell it how many minutes to water each time it's set to turn on. Move your dial to select your run time. This also may be called your valve run time, station run time, or simply station time. Adjust the minutes to set how long you want each station to run. The Water Authority recommends 3 sprinkler cycles of 4 minutes each, spread over several hours, to give fescue lawns the water they need when they need it. Bermuda or other warm season grasses require less water. These shorter sips ensure that water soaks lawn roots effectively before runoff and water waste can occur. The valley's compact soils just can't absorb too much too quickly. You may still get stressed or dry areas, but use a handheld hose to target these. For drip irrigation, you can get by with a single cycle that runs anywhere between 15 and 60 minutes, depending on the plant type and the volume of water your drip emitters release. The fifth essential setting on your irrigation controller is Program Option. This is important if your landscape contains both lawn watered by sprinklers and plants watered by drip irrigation. If you have both, set your sprinkler watering to run from Program A and drip watering to run from Program B. Think of it as having two different controllers all in one unit. Set each program to meet different watering needs. Lawns need shorter but more frequent sprinkler watering, while plants need longer but less frequent drip watering. If your landscape is watered by drip irrigation only, set Program A as your only program. With both programs set, return to the on or run position. You're done. Now you'll need to adjust only two of the basic settings, your station start times and weekly watering days, according to seasonal mandatory watering restrictions or weather conditions. Consider replacing your irrigation controller if it's an older and less reliable mechanical model, or you simply don't understand how it works. Newer controllers are made with the homeowner in mind and are simpler to use. Also, look to replace your controller if it doesn't have at least two programs or doesn't allow you to water in increments as little as 1 minute.
There are newer technologies actually that are called smart irrigation controllers. So they actually bring in weather input to the controller. So if it's raining outside, it'll shut your system off. If it's cold, it'll shut your system off. Actually, if it's hotter, it'll increase your watering. So it kind of waters more based on your needs. And then the newer technologies of smart irrigation controllers are app-based. So then you can control the controller through your hand. And so, in the Palm, you're basically changing all your schedules. You don't have to go into the garage. So that added technology is also a real key benefit.
The SNWA offers a rebate coupon to help you upgrade to a smart controller. The rebate is worth as much as $200 or 50% off the purchase price of a qualifying clock, whichever is less. Customers can find out which clocks qualify at snwa.com, as well as learn more about program details and print the rebate form. Set it and forget it? No way. Once you get to know the essential features of your irrigation controller, a few quick adjustments each season means you're on your way to a healthier landscape and more efficient water use. Now that's water smart. Reporting for Waterways, I'm Jason Gifford.